Hey Taurus, welcome back and welcome if it's your first time here. I'm CJ, this is the Liminal Exchange, and this is going to be your timely, timeless tarogram for whenever you happen to receive it. That's right, it's timeless. So whenever you clicked on the video, whenever it showed up on your feed, whenever you got that nudge to look on it, that's when it's meant for you. All right, we're going to be pulling from the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. Then we're going to be getting into the Energy Oracle Cards deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. And then finally, we're going to be pulling from the Angels Among Us deck by Victoria Maxwell and Ellie Grant. And if you're interested in any of these decks, I'm going to be posting their Amazon link in the description box below. So feel free to check out that description box for any information you feel you may need. Going to take this time to invite my guides and invite your guides into this reading and any other visitors out there that want to provide any good help, right? Get a nice couple of breaths in, get your water, get your coffee, whatever you need to help you receive this information peacefully, right? Let's go ahead and pull from the tarot. We're going to pull 3 cards. Let me get 3 cards for Taurus, please. 3 cards for Taurus. Are you driving somewhere? I just saw a car. We got the King of Pentacles to start. That's going to be your first card, Taurus. Starting out abundantly. This is actually your energy, Taurus. The King of Pentacles represents Taurus. It represents pretty much the financial aspect of the Emperor. The aspect that secures the resources, make sure the bills are paid, make sure that the structure is set, the foundation is laid. Oh, that kind of rhymes a little bit. I like that. Some of you could be rappers, artists, singers, rhymers, whatever, poets. But yeah, I see you just being abundant with your energy, just admiring, your abundant self. You could be studying. This person is surrounded by bookcases, looking like they're in a library. So you could be getting like studying for a business plan, looking into something, doing some business research. Let's go ahead and get some more information, Taurus. This dog is in here too. You could have like a pet dog, some kind of companion. Or it could be a familiar, like a spirit guide, keeping watch over you and your abundant resources. Next card up, we got the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So there's a lot of earth energy for you, Taurus. Rightfully so, right? Starting out with the King of Pentacles and then going into the Page of Pentacles. There's something about your energy that you're trying to get a hold of, trying to get a grasp of right now. And with this Page of Pentacles in particular, right? The person is meditating, they're grounding, they're doing their tree pose on top of a tree stump, surrounded by like the forest and trees. So you could be doing extra grounding, extra like meditating, centering, making sure that you're balanced and healthy and stable. And remember how I told you with this card, you're like harnessing and maintaining your energy? That's exactly what you're doing with this Page of Pentacles card. You're making sure that your energy is aligned with the energy that you're bringing in, that you're managing. You're managing abundance, you're managing your wealth. It's like you realize that in order for your reality to be abundant, you have to be abundant both like within, you know how they say like as above, so below, as within, so without. It's like you want to feel abundant, you want to be abundant. Yeah, so it's like you're just aligning and you're centering and you're making sure that you're good. You're away from the distractions. You're just like surrounded by nature and things that make you feel powerful and healthy. Meditating could be a possible issue for you though. Interesting. The 5 of Pentacles flipped out. So you could be worried about your resources, worried that you don't really have the the foundation and structure to maintain the abundance that you currently have, with the abundance that you're manifesting, the abundance that you're visualizing, the abundance that you're like cultivating. You almost feel like you don't have what it takes. And the reason why I say almost is because you do have a key right behind you that you can get up and pick up at any point in time and unlock that door with, right? If you make the choice to. And that's why you're harnessing your energy and you're grounding yourself, because it's like, you know that it's like you have to be responsible for your resources. You have to be strategic. You have to have a plan. You have to be stable. And maybe you're not used to that. Maybe you're used to being frivolous, and maybe you're used to spending a lot of money and you know, balling out. And that's fine too. It could be like in the past, that's what you used to aspire to. Like, you know, you go to work, you get the promotion, and then you go and you live lavishly. You eat out, you dine out, you go on vacation, you buy the best clothes, you buy the best this, you buy the best that, you spend, spend, spend. And now you're just probably getting used to just like staying inside, making sure you manage your resources wisely, making sure that you actually have a budget, staying within the budget, making sure that you're healthy, making sure that your priorities are taken care of before your wants. Um, and I also see some of you are having a hard time doing that. It's like you're having a hard time living this way. You want to spend money, but you could have some restrictions, or you could have some future blockages coming up, or you could have some future obligations coming up that you know are going to prevent you from spending the money the way you want to. So right now you're preparing yourself, Taurus. You're stabilizing, you're bracing yourself. In some of you, I see that like in the past, you probably didn't have a lot, so it's making you fear that in the future it's gonna be the same way. And if so, that feels like a subconscious block that you probably have to work through. Like, you know, just reprogramming your brain. Just because you had a horrible past doesn't mean you also have to have a horrible future. You know. Let's go ahead and pull from the Energy Oracle cards deck to get some more information from you, Taurus. Let's get some more information for Taurus, please. Some help and guidance for Taurus. Some of you probably are having a hard time being humble, or living more humbly, or living more like down to earth, I should say, maybe. We have here hostilities. Interesting. So this card normally speaks about like people in your environment being like harsh with you, or you know what, you feel like you're in a tough, and you're going through a tough time. In the past, you know, you probably had it easy. You probably had a lot of support, right? Whereas now you don't really have as much support, and things are probably a bit more challenging in this Page of Pentacles energy. And you just feel like the universe is being cold and hostile towards you. But if you kind of flip the perspective just a bit, right? Just to practice some like mental stretching, some like creative thinking here. If you think of it as like a video game, maybe the universe sets your level up from like easy to medium, and maybe you're just having a hard time dealing with it and it just feels rough, right? I'm just speaking maybe, right? Just to help you think about it a little differently. Let's go ahead and pull from the Angels Are Among Us deck to see what the higher powers have to say about this situation. So 2 cards wanted to stick out as I got into the shuffle. Oh, 3 cards actually. Okay, so you got a lot of gods and goddesses. I do see a lot of feminine support coming in here for you, Taurus. So femininity brings in like, you know, abundance. It allows for, you know, water to seep into stony ground. Normally like feminine energy is a lot more, how can I say? It's a lot more easier to work with than like masculine energy when it comes to receiving. So maybe that's an issue here. Maybe you have to learn how to receive, some of you. Like maybe you're used to being the caretaker, you're used to being the provider. Now you just have to learn how to be the receiver. And then the three goddesses that came out for you, Taurus. Did I just call you Aries? I'm so sorry if I did that. Maybe there's some information in the Aries spread and the Aries reading that's relevant for you. But back to these goddesses. You got the goddess Lakshmi, goddess of abundance, fertility. Remember how we were even speaking about that, but like abundance, fertility, femininity, um, beauty, fortune, prosperity, pretty much all things glamorous, opulent, and abundant. Then we have the goddess, we have Saint Dymphna, who is a goddess of mental health, or the saint patron of mental health workers. So some of you could be social workers, some of you could be therapists, you could be healers yourself. Saint Dymphna has a very interesting story. She, her father was a king in like Ireland, and like she was a princess, and he apparently wanted to um like like fornicate with her, and she was not having it, and so like he beheaded her because of it. So like her nervous system was like just really razzled from it. So she knows what it's like to have a messed up nervous system due to a messed up situation, right? And then we have the goddess Hathor. We got the Egyptians coming through. And this is about celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. And some of you could have an affinity for cows because Hathor represents cows. So I do see abundance and fertility coming through for you. But with Saint Dymphna coming here, and then being that you have the Page of Pentacles, and then also being that, you know, you have hostilities with the sword. Sword represents your thoughts. Mentally, you feel like you're in a harsh environment, and then like the goddesses are coming through to let you know, no, it's all about, you know, your mindset. And then Saint Dymphna is coming through here to say, you know, do what you have to do to take care of yourself. If you have to wrap yourself in a pink blanket and go and get a matcha and sit in the park for 3 hours to make yourself feel better, go and do that. But you know, Lakshmi is not gonna let you be, she's not gonna let you experience a financial drought. Hathor is not gonna let you be bored. The energy of abundance, fertility, celebration, and mental relief is coming through. Okay. So that's all I got for you, Taurus. I hope it resonated. If it did, just let me know. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, please have a powerful experience. Thank you.